It's day 2 of the Perambulation of Dartmoor. I'm doing a little bit of a reverse breakfast today. I've got porridge in a mug and coffee in my stovetop because I can fit more coffee in here. And last night, I think I got a grand total of 3 hours sleep because it was like a storm. Honestly, I swear, it was like 30 plus miles per hour. The tent was bending in on me, like kept hitting me on the head. Didn't break though, love this girl. Trusty MSR, always knows how to put up a fight in a storm. 22 miler today is the plan, 22 miles, because there's about 7 miles of no wild camp zone. And I feel like because I've shouted a lot about Dartmoor wild camping and access, I should probably make sure to walk through to the next wild camping zone. So it's gonna be a bit of a mission. So big pot of coffee. So for those of you who love a good perv at people's kits, the super mag of choice for this one was the Thermarest Saros. This one is a artificial loft, so it's not down. It weighs 1.1 kilos. It is heavier and bulkier than your synthetic ones. But the good thing is about synthetic, especially on moorland weather like this, if it gets really condensation-y in your tent, if it gets wet or whatever, it dries out really nicely, really easily. My mat of choice, we all know this one, same one that I did the long walk home with, Thermarest Neo Air X-Therm. It's absolutely brilliant. It has an R rating of 4.2 and I was toasty last night. Don't know if you care about shoes. Shoes, Merrill. These are supposed to be waterproof. They're not, mate. Let's not go into that. And the bag is my Bomfus. Oh my God, this is, oh look, clouds come over in front of the camera. But this is the Bomfus. It is absolutely amazing. It's 695 grams. I've got it in size small. It's incredible. It's so comfortable. It's so durable. I've had her for like almost 2,000 trail miles now, and I absolutely love her. Oh my God, the visibility has even made you blurry. So I'm gonna put the phone back in a little waterproof case, pack up and get on the trail.
This section has deep historical roots, with the first highlight being Whitemoor Stone Circle. Dating back to the Bronze Age, it has 18 standing stones, and so far 18 stone circles have been found on Dartmoor and 75 stone rows, highlighting its rich historic culture. From here I rambled on to Wild Tour, which is where I took my first break.
That has been a morning, wow. Almost out of water on my last little bit, so really hoping after the next set of tours I can get into a valley and get some water. Well, I do trust my water filter, I think. Might be pushing it a bit with stagnant bog water, eh? Sniff test.
The next stop on the perambulation is my favourite tour of all time on Dartmoor, Water End Tour, mainly because of the beautiful view through the Thurlestone. And then it was back into the lowlands through Fernworthy Forest.
It is so wet. I've perched under a tree and put my puffies on to try and warm up for a minute while I've got my lovely raincoat hanging up there. Gonna make a brew to warm up because the rain has just not stopped today. And there is quite a lot of wind as well, so your girl's really cold. This reminds me, like a few years ago I did the South Downs Way and I thought it was going to be really hot and my train was delayed by a day, luckily, and it snowed. So I quickly, honestly, packed so many warm things in my bag and then I got hypothermia. So I'm a lot better now at making sure to put things like puffies on and stuff when I sit down to try and keep that core temperature warm. But it is nuts out there. So I'm so sorry I haven't really filmed anything. But I'm gonna have a brew and warm up.
As the trail leaves the forest behind, it winds past Fernworthy Reservoir and it's down, then up onto the moors again, before trailing onto old mining tracks, passing by the ruins of old tin mines from the 1800s and the wild ponies who shelter in their shade.
Oh my gosh. I think for 3.5 seconds that was sunshine on my cheek. Look at that bit that I'm walking into. I'm not even going to say the colour of the sky because I'm not going to jinx it. But I've got my coat and my bandana and my hat currently hanging on the back of my pack, and I'm hoping the wind is going to dry out this fleece so I can sleep in it tonight. So when I had my soup and little wrap for lunch earlier, I decided to change it to all my dry stuff. So I got my fleece and my underlayer on as well. And just the rain even went through that, so it's gone through a waterproof coat and a fleece onto basically my base layer. It was insane. I didn't even want to risk getting this phone out to record it for you guys because it's kind of a new phone and it's not insured, so let's not break it, hey? Yeah.
From here, the trail is easy going, with a gentle ramble past more disused tin mines and following the river of Dartmoor to the Clapper Bridge. It trails along the lowlands for a while longer, and this was honestly one of the most beautiful sections of the trail.
So for any of you who are new to my channel, you may not know that I have vertigo. Vertigo can be the fear of height. Vertigo can also be crazy dizzy spells where you end up feeling like you're drunk, and moving water can be a trigger for me. So I got halfway across those blooming stiles and then I've had to river wade, and honestly I don't even know why I bothered drying out my clothes. Oh well, here we go.
From here, the elevation climbs quickly to the highest point on southern Dartmoor, Riders Hill, at 515 metres up. It passes by Horns Cross, dating back to almost 1,000 years ago and used to mark the Abbot's Way.
And just like that, the sun is about to set. I reckon I have another 20-25 minutes to find a pitch, and I'm still technically in a no wild camp zone. I'm hoping to get to the top of this tour behind me. First reason, so I'm out of view of a car park, because there's a car park about 1.5 miles away and you can actually see the top of the beacon from there, and I just get a little bit paranoid at night time with the torch, you know, being that close to civilization. The second reason is because then if I'm at the top, sunset tonight, oh, bog, hang on, hey, sunset tonight, sunrise tomorrow. So that is the plan. See you at the top. And this is where I'm going to pitch tonight. I think it's either like a little bit of old quarrying or maybe some old mines. Really hoping it's not cairns and sort of burial sites, but there's so much around, I don't think it is. So I'm sheltered. As you can tell, it's getting pretty dark pretty quickly. The sun has already set. So I'm gonna get the tent up, take my sopping wet clothes off and get into something warm. Here we go. Should I do a smash or a time lapse? What's it gonna be? Woohoo! Alrighty, here she is. I've got the girl air drying out because I will show you the inside now. It is so freaking wet from the rain earlier. So I'm gonna use a lovely old sock to try and mop some of this up. And this is my view. Pea soup again. I have got my leggings hanging on my tent because they're so wet. I need to dry for tomorrow. And this is my tent for the night. Sun's gone down. Nothing but me. And hopefully just the sheep. Oh, don't even know if I'm in shot. I've got the torch glaring on my face to see if you can see me. I don't know if you can see me, but I can see a torch. My phone decided not to charge, so I don't really have any footage from this evening, putting up the tent, eating food. But to be honest, I didn't really have much. I'm feeling like a picky tea, so I might have a hot chocolate or something before I drift off to sleep. But it was just a bit of a mission getting up here, and I guess because I wanted to be out of view of the car park, but I wanted to make sure there were new cows around. I wanted to make sure that where I pitch wasn't a cairn and it was sort of tin workings, just because I feel a bit odd pitching in religious spaces. I don't know, maybe that's me. So yeah, it just took a little while longer than I thought to find a non-boggy safe patch to pitch, but it is absolutely beautiful here. I managed to catch a gorgeous sunset, which was so lovely. I've lucked out again. And yeah, I'm probably going to bed down now. So yeah, I will see you in the morning. What are we saying? Are we going to have rain or are we going to have a sunrise? I've pitched so I can face the east for the sunrise, so here's hoping.